Bruno Fernandes, good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Good morning, Bruno. You've just come out of a team meeting, have you?
No, I have a team meeting.
Well, we're delighted, Bruno, that you've joined us live on talkSPORT this morning. Thank you so much. I'm with Simon, I'm with Trevor Sinclair, and we are live on talkSPORT. Thank you so much for joining us. Listen, you and I spoke way back last June. I was talking to Karen, who works for the media department. I can't believe it's that long ago. And we were welcoming you to the country. You were very excited about playing for Manchester United. Bruno, be honest with me. Did you ever imagine that it would go so well and you would make such a huge impact here in England? And what about the Premier League, Bruno? Is it everything you expected it to be?
So the impact I have, of course, when I came straight away, I want to make an impact. I want to make my best to try to help the team and to improve every day. So I honestly, in the beginning, you never know how will end the season or I will go the seasons. But of course, I'm really happy for what I'm doing for the club, and also for the improvement the club is helping me to have.
Fantastic. And what about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? How much of an influence has Ole been on you?
I think, as every player in the team is influential because he's our coach. So most part of the decisions we take is with his help, of course, because we have to follow his rules. And so for me, as I say, since the beginning, it was important because he told me to express myself, to don't be afraid to do what I was doing already in Sporting, and to be myself. And that is really important for a player to feel that confidence from the coach.
Bruno, Michael Carrick was a former teammate of mine. How important is he to the coaching staff, and has he been a big help to you at Manchester United?
I think, as everyone knows, he was a top player, and I think he can help to improve every player here. Obviously, to the midfielders, it's easier for Michael to help, and I think we have to understand we have a lot to learn from him because he was a top player for me. I really appreciate his qualities as a player before. And now I'm happy to have him as a coach to help me to improve and to pass his experience as a player.
Bruno, we can see the progress that Manchester United are making under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. But what is progress to you? Is it being second in the Premier League right now and pushing right up there, or is it winning trophies?
It's difficult to say, because the improvement you have to see game by game, not season by season. Of course, season by season, you start to see if you win something, if the trophies come, and a lot of stuff like that. But honestly, for us, is improving as a team because we know, of course, we want to win trophies. We want to win everything we are included. But at the moment, I think we are not at that level this season because we lost a lot of games. Honestly, the home games is that kind of games you honestly don't expect to lose, and we lose a lot of points at home, and the way our form is really different. As you see, I think we have. I don't remember if we have lost one game away in the league, honestly. But anyway, I think we are improved, and this season is not finished, and we have a lot to do until the end of the season. And as I always say, until the mathematics is possible, you have to believe. So when I see it's not more possible to catch City, then I will forget the league.
Bruno, how much, obviously we're coming to England, the Premier League, the fans are a big part of every football club.
Yeah.
How much have you missed that, and what do you think it's going to feel like once the fans do come back to Old Trafford to support Manchester United?
Honestly, for me, a lot, because one of the things when I straight came to the club was to the club and to the Premier League was because of the fans, full stadiums, and a big part of my I think, biggest moment in the club until now was my first game against Wolves, and seeing all the fans singing my songs, saying my name. That gives you a lot of confidence. And have that just for, I think I have that for 3 games maybe at home. I don't know. I don't remember exactly how many games we did, but it was not a lot of games. And of course, we all miss them because we know they can push us. And honestly, I think the home games with them will be much easier.
Well, Trevor quite rightly mentioned the Manchester United fans. Bruno, they love you. I'm looking at the messages coming in here at talkSPORT. Sean, a massive United fan. Oh, Jim White. Bruno Fernandes live. What a class act he is. Jason, Bruno Fernandes is live on talkSPORT right now. Get on to it. Lewis, you're speaking, guys, this morning to the best midfielder in the world, and he is Bruno Fernandes. So, they love you. What do these supporters mean to you, Bruno?
As I said before, a lot, because they are not at the stadiums, but as every fan, they show their support on the social media sometimes, and so it's really important for us. But I think the most important for every player is having them in the stadium, because I think fans are a big part of the show, because football at the end is a show. It's for the fans. It's for everyone who is included on this game, and of course, without fans, it's not the same. It's not the same, and we want them back as soon as possible. But we want also the normality in the world back sooner, because it's the most important, the health of everyone.
Sure. A final one from Trevor.
Yeah, just looking at the game against Granada tomorrow, is that a realistic trophy for you to take, and will that be a success for Manchester United if they finish second and win the Europa League?
No, it's never successful when you win just one trophy at this club, I think. You see in the past they won a lot of trophies, so it's always successful when you win something. That is important to understand, because if we win something, we did something good. But at the same time, as I said before, doesn't matter how many trophies you win, you always have to improve. So doesn't matter if this season we won 4 trophies, and I think we still need to improve. And if this season we won just the Europa League, we still have to improve. So the most important for us is understanding, doesn't matter how many trophies we win, we have to improve every season.
Bruno Fernandes, we want to thank you for taking time out before you head out to meet Granada. Good luck, Bruno.
Thank you very much.
Europa League. And thank you for speaking to us live on talkSPORT this morning. Bruno Fernandes there of Manchester United. He's a good guy, isn't he? He makes all the right noises. That no wonder United fans love him, Trevor.
Yeah, but he's a fantastic footballer. He never hides from the ball. He's effective. He scores goals. He's never afraid to take that shot on. He's got a little turn in him. He's a little bit nasty when his teammates are not at it. And he's been a huge success, and that's why Manchester United fans love him. And I think he's been a big gain for the Premier League to have him playing in our league.
Simon, I know you were listening quietly as Bruno was talking to us a few moments ago. It wasn't that long ago that Ole said, you can't always judge progress
precisely
on winning trophies.
That seems to fly in the face of that a little bit.
There's Bruno, who's an out-and-out winner, saying we want to get better and better and better.
It's an interesting conversation insofar as Bruno came on and spoke openly. I was interested, and obviously I didn't get an opportunity to ask because you two guys were hogging it all, about the need for him to. He signed a 5.5-year contract. So De Bruyne, has signed a contract with Manchester City that expands upon the 2 years he's got left. Whereas straight out of the gate, they signed. Good business from Man City. They signed a player that was 25 years of age on a 5.5-year deal, which takes away any contentious issues if he starts to hit the ground really well, as he has done. So Man United haven't got to do any housekeeping around Bruno Fernandes for the next 18 months to 2 years.
Yes.
But it was interesting to me, besides my protestation that Man United is the biggest club in the world, and that gets argued with regularly because of their achievements recently, but what made him choose Manchester United when he was revered as being the best player in Portugal, because we were discussing it off air, and what would have convinced him, because at a time Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was going through a rebuild, and still is in my view, and Fernandes chose Manchester United, and of course that must mean that he was expecting to win things in short order.
Yeah, yeah. He was very impressive there, Trevor.
It
I
was
have to say.
impressive. I mean, listen, we had Carlos Carvajal in the studio, and when we were talking to him, he said, listen, it was after the horse bolted, but he said that after Fernandes went to Manchester United, that he was the best player in the Portuguese league. So we were expecting big things. I think he's produced. His goals, his involvement, his passion, the way that he's adapted to the Premier League's been superb. All that's missing now is the silverware. I still feel Manchester United are a striker, maybe a holding midfielder, and maybe a little bit more defensively. The goalkeeper situation is very interesting to see what's going to happen with Henderson and De Gea. So there's still a lot of work to do there for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. But for me, his man management skills again. He would have had communication with the player. The player obviously believed in the manager, and opposed to what Simon thinks about Ole. He seems to be getting the job done. Slowly but surely, Manchester United are improving year on year, and eventually, are they going to win the league? Because I think that's the acid test.